Welcome to Little Angels e-learning portal. My name is Collins Osuamufa, and I'll be taking you through BS5 Science, that is Integrated Science. And we are going to look at the topic matter. Now before then, let me introduce to you, or let me remind you of the use of the hand sanitizer, the nose mask whenever you are going out from the house. Now, as you know, you've learned about matter in your previous class. So you can tell me the meaning of matter if I ask you. So what is matter? That is anything that has mass and volume. That is matter. Now, let's look at two important words here. That is the mass and volume. When we talk of mass, what does that mean? Mass is the amount of substance that a body has or in a body. So this amount of substance gives that particular thing its light weight or heavy weight. That is the weight. So we can say mass or weight. And then the volume. Volume is also the amount of space occupied by a body. So where I am standing, the space that I've occupied here is the volume that we are talking of. So in that case, we can say, or we can also say that matter is anything that has weight and can occupy space. That is matter. Now let's look at some of the examples, and or give us some of the things that can take up space, and then that also has weight. What are some of the examples? So among them, you can give us so these are some of the examples of matter. You can see that all these things can take up space. They also have weight. And among these things, you can see that we have different states of them. We have different states of the examples of matter. And that brings us to the topic, states of matter. State of matter. When we look at the examples, you can see that they exist in, let's say, 3 states. Matter exists in 3 states. So basically, we have 3 main states of matter, namely solid, liquid, gas. These are the 3 main states of matter. And these are what we are going to look at today. Now let's take them one after the other. Let's take solids. When we talk of solids, solids are hard substances that we have in our environment. For examples, we can talk of we have stones, pen, chalk, wood, pencil, and many more. We can also have metal substances and plastic substances. They are all solids. Now, when we look at these items, let's take pen for instance. you can see that this pen have a definite size and a shape. You can measure its shape, and it also have a size. That is the property of solids. They cannot flow. You cannot spell them, but they can be counted. You can take them from one thing to the other. So these are solids that we are talking of. Now, let's move on to the next one, which is liquids. Liquids. They are substances that can flow, can be spilled, and can be poured. So what are they? What are some of them? Basically, we have water, petrol, kerosene, cooking oil, palm oil, and many more. These are examples of liquids. Now, one thing about them is that, as you can see, they don't have a definite volume, but they have size, but they do not have the definite volume. They do take up the size or the shape of their container. So when you put them in this, let's say you have the water that we have in this container. This particular water has taken the shape of this container. Therefore, liquids do not have definite shapes. That is one thing about them. But they can flow and do many things. And one thing about this particular one, that is water, it is the only liquid or among the liquids that can be found in all the three states of matter. We will discuss that in our subsequent lesson. These are examples of liquids that we are talking of. Now we move on to the last one, that is gas. So when we talk of gas, they are like liquids. They are like air. So if you can remember, when you were learning about air, we said that it's amount of, or they are the mixture of gases. Air is a mixture of gases, so air is also a gas. So the first one, but whenever you want to state many of them, you don't write air, because if you write air, it means that you contain only one example of it. So you just spread them. We have vapor, so these are examples of them. Vapor, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, then hydrogen. These are some of the examples of gases. Now, one thing about gas is that they don't have shape, they don't have size, unlike solid and then liquid. They don't have shape and then they don't also have size. But they also take up the size of the air container. They also take up the size of the air container. That is one thing about gases. So these are the three main states of matter that we've discussed today. Let's move on again, or let's summarize it. We have solid, liquid, gas as the three main states of matter. We'll end here. Since we say that water can exist in all the three main states of matter, we will look at how and when can we get the three main states of matter, or they can. It means that the matter can change from one state to the other. Even the hardest element on Earth, that is diamond and silica, can change from its normal state to the other. So we look at the process that involves in changing of the state of matter some other time. Don't forget to do the exercise under the notes, and we have note there, so read it, then do the work with seriousness. That's all. Thank you.